guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with my TBR jar for my September TBR. We are finally getting to the best time of the year. I am ready for fall. I am ready for all the spooky, cozy fall reading, and that is how I'm going to build this TBR. I have 2 book club books, and then probably going to read a ton of new releases. I'm filming this very early though, so I don't know off the top of my head the new releases in September that I'm excited for, so we will just know that I'll be reading those. And then I have a few running a little low on these prompts. I'm gonna have to replenish this, but I will be picking 6 books out of here, so you'll have 8 total books on this TBR, which I feel like is very doable for me because I never stick to a TBR because I'm such a mood reader, or I have arcs, or I just come up with a video idea and I'm like, that'd be fun, let's do it. So I can't stick to TBRs that well. But the first book I have is the book for my Patreon book club where we read a Nora Roberts book a month. It is my favorite book club I do. Well, that's not fair because I do love my historical romance book club, but I really love reading a Nora Roberts book a month. We've been doing this since January of 2024, so it's been a very long time since we started, and we are actually reading our first fantasy romance from Nora. We are reading The Awakening. I know nothing about this, and I think that it's adult but with YA characters because it says that she is, oh, now she's in her 20s, so early 20s character, and a teenage warrior emerged from a lake holding a sword protecting the Fae, and then in Philadelphia in another realm there's a girl who's an anxious 20-something. So this is gonna be fun. I love Nora. I have not ventured into her fantasy yet, so we will see how it goes, but I'm very, very, very excited. If you're ever interested in joining us, my Patreon is always linked down below. We read a Nora book a month and talk about it. We have weekly reading sprints, exclusive videos, early access, all the fun stuff. And then my other book club is my Historical Hellions book club, and we are reading Honor Splendor by Julie Garwood. I own at least 2 copies of this book because there are a bunch of different covers for it, and this one, I love Julie Garwood so much, and I feel like I haven't loved a lot of our picks lately. I haven't yet read August's pick, but this is September's, and just stunning. I love her covers, but I love Julie, so I think this is gonna be good. This one says that the lady has always suffered at the cruel whims of her brother, and a baron who is called the Wolf unleashes his warriors against her brother. She is the prize that is captured, and when he gazes upon her beauty, he pledges to protect her with his life. And that is the synopsis. So hopefully this is gonna be good. I don't think I've heard a lot about this one specifically. Everyone loves The Secret, and like The Gift was really good. Ransom's really good. I don't know what's gonna happen with this one, but I'm excited. And so those are my 2 book club books, and now let's pick a few prompts out here. We're gonna go digital and physical. I've got my cart here. We'll see what we end up reading, but the first prompt is read a book that my sister picks. Let me text her because she's downstairs right now, but could you please pick a book for me to read for my TBR, filming a video, and the prompt is you pick a book. She's literally right downstairs, so she should be answering this because she's on the couch with the dogs. So I'm gonna put that aside and we'll see what she ends up telling me to read. It's probably gonna be a fantasy, and it's probably gonna be from KU, honestly. So we'll see. Then the next prompt is read a book you've been putting off forever. I think I actually have the best one for this one. Where did it go? Okay. Oh, but I don't know. No, you know what? I probably won't get to it this weekend, but I did buy this back when it came out, which was 2023. I didn't know they've had this long. The top is honestly a little bit sun damaged because it sits on my cart out in my loft, and that is What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. This one I think is perfect for fall because it's kind of like the mummy vibes, which I love, and I never got around to reading this. I think I actually might have put this on a few TBRs already. Been a while since I've meant to read this one, but this one, I think that her parents die and she inherits their massive fortune and a mysterious guardian who's an archaeologist, and she has to go to Cairo, and I think there's a lot of, yeah, it says The Mummy Meets Death on the Nile. It's an immersive historical fantasy. I actually own this one and book 2, so I've been meaning to read this for a very, very long time. I will be reading this in September. I really want to. Okay, I just yelled at my sister and she is looking now for a book recommendation. But the next prompt, so we have, this is gonna be prompt 3. Read a rejected mate's romance. Okay, obviously I know what I'm gonna read. It has been too long that I have had this on my TBR, and it is time, and it is the perfect month to be reading this. We are gonna go to my Audible, which I also need to cancel because I have like 5 credits I haven't used. So I'm gonna cancel my Audible at some point, but so we are going to read The Tyrant Alpha's Rejected Mate by Kate C. Wells. This is book 1, and I think it's even like a shorter, it's 12 and a half hours, so that's not short. But this is that he rejected her and realized says he rejected me and then realized I'm the center of his world. Bummer. That sounds so funny. So I have heard so many good things about this, and I really want to read it. So I think the whole series is like a rejected mate series, but people recommend Kate C. Wells to me all the time, and I think that I will love her, so I'll be reading that one. So we have 3 left to pick. The next prompt is read a Why Choose Romance. My past me knew exactly what I wanted to read, so let's go ahead. I don't know if I own any that I really want to read. We can look at what I have out on my Kindle because I always have a lot. You know what we can do? I put this on another TBR and I actually got to it. We are going to read Divine Fate by Morgan B. Lee. Is the final book, I believe, in this series, and I will be done with it. I've already read 3 of the 4, which I never end up doing. So this is the last book in the series where she is fated mates with these guys, and she wanted to reject them, and they were like, you're not rejecting us. And now the development of the romances is so good, and we're more focusing on her defeating the evil that she is kind of trying to fight against, which she had hidden from them in book 1, and we learned who it was in book 2/3. So 4, I think, is when everything goes down. So I'm going to be reading this one for reading a Why Choose Romance. Not texting me back. Okay, 2 more. Next one is read a book with a star on the cover. A star on the cover. We have a lot, I feel like. Ooh, this would be perfect for fall. Let's read. I should look, honestly. I should look at more I have, but this actually sounds good. Does that count as a star? I don't think so. We're going to be reading Happy Medium by Sarah Adler. This one is a ghost. She's helping a farmer with his ghost on his property. I was hoping it was a ghost romance. It is not, but it has stars on the cover. If you see, I meant to read this actually last year during fall and I never did, but I do like Sarah Adler and this seems cute. So, oh, she's a fake medium. So she helps her clients who hire her to investigate unexplained phenomena. She's not actually a medium, but she's gonna help a farmer out. So, sounds cute. We like kind of paranormally, but not romances. I don't even know if there's actually a ghost or not, but we shall see. That is my pick. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, last one. Last prompt. Okay, I have like 5 left in there, so definitely have to replenish. Last prompt is read the next book in a series, which I could have done the Morgan B. Lee one for, but I know exactly what I'm choosing. Let me go get it. I put it in the other room, but we have Vows and Ruins by Helen Schwartz. I had read this first book for the video I did with Cassidy over at Covers with Cassidy, and I loved it. And this is book 2. So the cliffhanger was crazy. I need to know what happens next. I need to know where this romance is going. Probably my favorite romantasy of the year so far is book 1 in this series. So we are reading book 2, and I cannot wait. So we're going to continue a series with this book. So those are my 5. My sister is refusing to pick a book for me, so we're gonna pick a new prompt. The next prompt is going to be read a book that has a Taylor Swift song in the playlist. You know what? This is gonna be easy. Hold on, let me find it. Let's see. Morgan Elizabeth loves Taylor Swift, and she has a new book that just came out, and I really do want to read this. So, yep, okay. So that was very easy. This has 3 Taylor Swift songs in the playlist. We have Blank Space, we have The Man, and then we have Vigilante Shit. So it's going to be Man Eater by Morgan Elizabeth. I just recently got this in the mail from her. I'm very excited for a new one from her. So this one says that they need to solve the mystery of who is sabotaging a luxury resort. Is this like a mystery? I didn't know that. Someone from her past and who was the VP of operations for the resort is getting in her way. That sounds so cute. I honestly didn't even know any of the tropes in this one. So obviously can rely on Morgan Elizabeth for some Taylor Swift goodness. So this will be the last book on my TBR. So there you have it. We have 8 books that I have picked out to read in the month of October. It's not super spooky, but that's okay. I'll be reading lots of fall romances on top of these throughout the month. I'm definitely very excited for some though because they've been on my TBR for way too long. So I will be reading these. So we have my 2 book club books, of course. We have Man-Eater by Morgan Elizabeth. We have Vows and Ruins by Helen Schwarr. We have Happy Medium by Sarah Adler, which I could probably get on audio too, which I should. And then What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. Then we have The Alpha's Rejected Mate by Kate C. Wells. I always forget that title. And then we do have the last book in the Morgan B. Lee series as well. So those are my 6 I picked out. We have 2 for a book club, and that's what I'll be reading. Let me know what you're excited to read in the month of September. What is at the top of your TBR? Would love to hear. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to read so many new releases. I don't know. Oh, does Alchemize come out in September? I'll be reading that for sure, and that's the only thing I can think of. The last Tessa Hale book comes out too for her series, which I'm very excited for, and that's all I know that's coming out in September. So we'll see what I add to my TBR, and if you've made it this far, leave me, I know I've had it before, but leave me a leaf emoji in the comments. We've got Pooh playing with some leaves on my sweatshirt, so leave me a leaf in the comments down below, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.